shungu dzinondibata. Wakambozvibvunza kuti Mwari, basa rangu nderei pasi pano, makandisikirei? Kana iye musiki akakusika semusika wesadza.
Hi, my name is Ronald T. Mtatabikwa, Mr. Lawyer is what you can call me, and I'm super excited to be bringing you yet another exciting episode of a show called Tariro, where we get to give you hope by documenting some amazing stories. Today, I'm super excited to be hosting a young woman who has been doing exceptionally well in the arts industry. Her name is Shaznay Wood, but she's well known as Thee Ammartian. She's a spoken word artist and a script writer based in Harare. So we are going to be having her on the show. Well, yeah, she's calling. Let's get it. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. And yourself?
You're getting lost. You didn't know where Slashes is.
Yeah, you live in Harare, but you don't really know all the fancy places and stuff like that.
I understand.
So,
Firstly, we want to express our gratitude that we're giving you this episode. And we hope you're going to have a great time and a great lunch.
Hopefully, yes.
So, firstly, can you introduce yourself to our audience? Who is Thee Ammartian? Who is Shaznay?
Okay, so Thee Ammartian is a spoken word artist, script writer, and actress. She loves the arts industry. Like, you'll see my face on anything to do with art. I'm just an art enthusiast, so I can just say that. That's Thee Ammartian. She seeks to minister inspiring messages to your ears by serving all meals on mics.
Wow. I like that, Thee Ammartian. Now, can we break that down? Can we start by talking about your spoken word journey? How has it been for you? How did you start? When did you start?
Okay, so I started writing when I was 12.
Oh, that was good.
So that's when my pen started bleeding, and I did my first spoken word piece when I was 15. And I think that's when my journey really started. I discovered myself as a spoken word artist because it was meant to be a speech. I still remember Dr. Rayo at Queen Elizabeth's school. She was like, everyone needs to do something for prize giving day. It's either you're going to clean or you're going to perform. And I was like, no. I need to do something that's not cleaning. I was like, no, high school. You know how your high school is sweeping the car park and things like that. So I was like, no, I need to just do something nice. So I challenged myself, and by challenging myself, I discovered that I'm a spoken word artist. And then in 2017, I joined Easy Poetry Jam by Hey Preacher.
Oh, yeah.
The Hey Preacher. I feel like that's the stage that molded me into the artist that I am right now.
Shout out to Hey Preacher, and of course shout out to the whole Easy Poetry Jam team. Now, from the age of 5, now how old are you?
I'm 20, turning 21 in the month's time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So now Shaznay, how has been that journey as a young woman? Because you started at 15. How has it been for you?
Well, ups and downs. In 2018, I decided to listen to other spoken word artists, and I wanted to really get into the spoken word thing. So I started focusing on other people's performances and perfecting my performance skills. And then in 2019, I started posting my poems on social media. People started loving it, started getting an organic audience that actually follows me for my content. And then I got to be interviewed by ZBC's YGT, Capital, Heart and Soul, and other, so that motivated me. I was like, no, I need to take this seriously. So I actually took the dream seriously when I was in 2018.
Truly, you have been to a lot of places, because I remember the first time that I saw you, it was on TV. It was on ZBC. I think that was the first time I saw you. I'm like, wow, she's fire. And today I'm super excited to be having you on the show. Now, you started at the age of 15. In most African homes,
Yes.
we are told to stick to books. How did you deal with that? How did your parents or the people that you live with, how did they respond to you getting in the arts industry? Because it's all about do the books. How was it for you?
Well, it wasn't a friendly match, especially with my mom. She was like, hey, focus on school. The arts industry is broke. You start turning into an animal, a party freak, and all those other negative labels that are associated with being in the arts industry. And I really made it clear with her, and I was like, this is what I want to do, and this is who I am. So at first, she'd ban me from going for maybe interviews or shows or things like that. And I'd beg her to be like, no, I need to go. I need to perform. So I still remember Amara was like, you need to let her know that this is what you want, this is what you're good at. You have to convince her, because she's like your backbone. That's moral support from your mom. So as things were getting better and better, she started supporting. She'd be like the first person to ask me about anything that I need, or if I need transport, or if I need a costume for a certain set or anything. So I can just say, at first parents don't believe in their children, but as you keep doing your thing, they'll start believing in you and be like, no, she's actually serious and she's actually good at this. She's not doing this for fun or for anything.
Wow, that's amazing. Shout out to Amara Brown for grooming a queen. You're now a superstar, and shout out to mom. I think she's now proud.
Yeah, she is.
Hey, mama, your daughter is on TV too today. We are excited. You are a talent that we appreciate. That we are
so much.
Now, you talked about Amara Brown, which I believe, and I assume that probably that's where your name came from, Thee Ammartian. Can you take us through the journey? How did you get that name?
Okay, so I've been a die-hard Ammartian. So Ammartian is a name given to Amara's fans, Ammartians. So I was like, no, I feel like I'm the only biggest fan that she has. And I was like, no, let me name myself Thee Ammartian. That sounded selfish. But I was like, no, I need a different name in the arts industry, and like separating me as a fan from just all the other people. So I was like, no, I need to just name myself Thee Ammartian. And that's how I got the name. It was just something that came to my head, and I'm like, this sounds good and this sounds unique, so let's do this. And I connect to Amara's energy on stage. I love the energy, I love the vibe. You can feel a presence when she's performing live. That's why I named myself Thee Ammartian. That's the roots.
That's interesting. So tell me, how was Amara Brown's? What was Amara Brown's reaction?
Well, I think she liked it, because from then on we became friends, and I actually attended the album launch in 2017. So that's where I met her, and I got to talk to her and tell her that I'm Thee Ammartian, you've been seeing me out on social media and so forth. So I think she loved it.
Okay, we are coming shortly to your spoken word career. Let's go back to your career as, you said you're an actress.
Yes.
And I've seen you on quite a number of visuals. I've seen you on Japanese as Borovoka. Tell me about it. How did you get there?
Okay, so a friend of mine was like, Shaznay, I'm not really much of a video person, so would you be able to fit in this production? And I was like, of course. So when we got on set, it was all, how can I say, it was like the most professional shoots that I've ever attended in terms of music videos. So the vibe was there. Porofoka is basically a party song. So, and it was in December. So the director was like, no, you guys, you know what? You need to make the party seem real. You need to actually party for real. And then we started enjoying ourselves. So the director was shooting, and I got to do the head flip. It was just me being crazy. It was just me being crazy. And then the last part where we had to pretend as if we were high for days.
Okay, I like this. And shout out to you because I've seen you on quite a number of videos. I think I've also seen you on Sabawa Still Magaja's video.
Yes.
I've seen you on Q's video.
Yes.
I've seen you on quite a number of things. So now let's talk about your own projects. I understand you have some amazing poetry projects that you've done so far. Those include Shungu. Let's talk about Shungu. What was Shungu the poem about?
Okay, so Shungu is based on mental health issues. Society, as the African society suppresses the idea of young people being depressed. It's actually very real, and if you want to look at the number of people who are killing themselves, most of them are young people. So this poem is basically a young depressed soul expressing themselves through art, and it's the whole goal behind that poem was to tell people to open up, even if it's hard. Maybe you're going to talk to a friend, you're going to listen to music, you're going to find something that you can use as therapy. It might be art, it might be whatever, or cooking or whatever, instead of just keeping it inside and killing yourself. You know, that's what Shungu is about.
And you know, yeah, it's an interesting topic because nowadays, because of the coming of the lockdown and so forth, we've had so many young people getting into depression and fighting a lot of mental related illness. Now, you also released something that I found so emotional, which is called African Yet White. Can you shortly talk about that?
Okay, so African Yet White is a poem based on the plight faced by people living with albinism in Africa. The fact that you are light-skinned in a society where you're surrounded by dark-skinned people is a story, and it's kind of a problem because there's so much racial prejudice that goes on, and I have no problem with being me, but I have a problem with how the world views me. So it was me expressing how the world sees me, not how I see myself. So African Yet White is basically a poem that expresses the plight faced by people living with albinism, the racial discrimination, be it in relationships, friendships, or even in workplaces. People tend to throw a lot of pity over you just because you are different, you have a different skin color. That's not the issue. It's just like how we have Indians, we have Asians, and just, so that was me expressing myself and educating the society about this whole issue.
Yes, because you know what, true, it's high time we have people like yourself who are standing up to speak about these things, because there are some people who are facing all these problems, but they just keep it to themselves.
Yes.
We here on this talk show, we encourage you that if you are facing any problem, please do speak out. Even if you are a man, they say men don't speak out, but they're encouraging you to speak out.
Exactly.
Now, as a woman in the arts industry, how is it for you? Because we've heard so many stories of producers and people who direct videos who want to abuse women. Have you ever faced that problem?
Well, To be honest, no, I haven't faced such problems. But you can go for a video shoot, and after everything is done, maybe the artist wants to keep talking to you in ways that you don't understand. But it's up to you to break the connection and keep it strictly to business. That's what I can say.
Wow, I like that. Then, besides all this artistic career, I understand you're also in school. What are you studying?
Well, I'm studying film, radio, and TV production. I'm in my second year.
Second year at the University of Zimbabwe, yeah?
Yes.
And how do you balance your art at school? How do you balance the two?
Well, to be honest, Amara Brown once said in a certain interview of us, you can't be a good student and a good artist at the same time. But I was like, I'm going to challenge that. It's hard because sometimes I have to go for interviews, or maybe I have a shoot and I have assignments. I just make time for what matters. I prioritize my art and my school. So I don't socialize that much. If you see me socializing, maybe I'll be at an event that I'll be performing at, because most of the times I'll be busy. But it's all about priorities. I always make sure that I make time for my art, for doing what I love, because this is part, and my art side, poetry, acting, script writing, is part of my degree. So in a way, I'm moving with purpose, and I'm chasing my passion even before I finish school.
Wow, that's amazing. I like that. Now, where do you see Thee Ammartian in the next 5 years?
You know what? There's a person who once said, "Move in silence." I'll just say she's going to be a superstar.
Wow, she's going to be a superstar. So to all our viewers, we just say, watch out, she's coming for you. She's coming. She's going to be a superstar. Now, Thee Ammartian, where do you see the poetry industry in Zimbabwe, probably in the next 5 years?
To be honest with you, I feel like there's so much competition in the spoken word industry, and that's positively boosting the way the public views poetry. It's good. It's a good challenge, and I can tell that in the next 5 years, poetry will be just like music.
Wow.
More like music.
I like the positivity that you've shown in what you say.
Yes.
Now, Thee Ammartian, on a lighter note, let's say there's someone who's watching me from home right now,
Yes.
and they would want to try to shoot their shot. Are they? So, generally, what I'm saying is, we want to know: are you still on the market, or you're off the market?
Okay, let me just say this. Thee Ammartian is single and satisfied.
Wow. You know, I once saw a joke on Twitter. It was saying, you can't be single and happy unless there are remains. Well, here we have Thee Ammartian who is single and satisfied. Now Thee Ammartian.
You almost said searching. No, I'm not searching. I know what I want.
So she's no longer searching because she knows what she wants. Now, Thee Ammartian, what are your best 5 songs that you like?
Pardon?
What are your best 5 songs?
Best 5 songs.
Songs, yes.
Woo! My God. Okay. I can say I love Tariro World. Have you listened to his music?
Yes.
Tariro. I love
Shout out to Tariro.
yeah, I love Dipinde by Tariro. I'm listening to a lot of Zulu music, so Kelly Kumalo, Impini, and then DJ Zintle, Indlovu, and I'm loving K-Chaps and Holy Tin.
Shout out to K-Chaps.
Yeah, I didn't just rack it right now.
Wow. Oh, okay, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, so my playlist is basically J. Cole. Yeah, I love J. Cole. I'm a fan. Like, I listen to him all the time. Besides the Zimbabwean artist that I listen to J. Cole. Yeah.
That's so great. Now, Shaznay, before we let you off the hook, what did you have to say to someone who wants to venture into the arts industry, but they are just afraid to start?
All I can say is you have to be persistent, you have to practice, you have to constantly work on yourself to be someone better, because you just don't become the person that you want to be in one day. As they all say, Rome ain't built like overnight and stuff like that. You have to keep working, be hungry, be obsessed with your craft, because there are days where you feel down, where you feel like nothing is happening. You need to keep up with such days. How you need to be disciplined, you need to be determined. You just have to be headstrong, because nothing worth having comes easy anyways. So yeah, I just encourage, my motto is dream, believe, work hard and achieve. And also don't forget to pray. Pray is the paycheck.
I like that. Now, where do we get in touch with you on social media?
Okay, so it's Thee Ammartian, TheAmmartian on YouTube, same on Instagram and on Twitter.
Thank you so much, Thee Ammartian, for coming to Tariro, the talk show. What do you have to say? Is your parting shot? What do you have to say to people watching the show right now?
I just want to say I love you guys. To those who already know me and have been supporting me for a while, I appreciate you guys. You mean a lot to me, and you keep me motivated. Just knowing that someone else out there looks up to you for what you do is just, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our second episode of a show called Tariro, where we get to give you hope by documenting some inspiring stories, and we believe you have been inspired by the journey of Thee Ammartian, who is a spoken word artist and a script writer from Harare. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. My name is Ronald T. Mitatabikwa and Mr. Loyal, what you can call me. Till we meet again next week, please don't forget to follow us on social media. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mr. Loyal ZW. And next week, we're going to be giving out some shout outs to all those people who are going to be commenting. So please don't be left out. See you next time. Bye.